Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Polimun and my metric number is RCB 20701031. Today I want to present about a data studio. So for the individual assignment, we were asked to share the experience about the uh, the certificate process that we went through. So the certificate that I obtained is the Data Studio awarded by Google. As you can see here, I have gone through all the assessment and get my certificate. So I will share my brief journey through my certification process, and afterward I will show you some of the things that I had understood about um, Data Studio, how to create a basic data. So my background, I never heard about Data Studio before before taking this certificate. I never heard about it. So before starting the certificate process, assessment 1 till 4, um, I have totally zero knowledge about this tool. So right now I do have some understanding about this tool, but of course need more practice in the future. So therefore, without further ado, let's start the presentation. So the first part of the certification program was the Welcome to Data Studio. So for the Data Studio, for the first part, is basically just telling us what is Data Studio about, what is the tool for. So basically, the Data Studio in Google is a tool for data visualization and uh, and of course to manipulate data as well, so that we can especially for data visualization and creating reports. And basically, how does it work? For example, like the data set that we need to upload later on, and access control. So the access control is pretty much a permission. So there's three layer of, if I'm not mistaken, there's several layer. First is the owner, which is the one that create the report, for example, like myself. And second one is the permission. For example, you can share with your colleagues. They can edit the report as well if you give them the owner's credential. And lastly, or view only. So this one is for visitor. Uh, so they can only view your report basically. And you can also share your report on the web publicly if you turn on the link, and you can also make it private, just within your organization as well. If you don't want to share the link publicly, you can turn off the link. um, and basically for the first part, that's it. There is some assessment about that as well. The second part is to navigate the Data Studio. Basically, this is just about some navigation process, how we go through the Data Studio, how do we create just an overview, the source of data, how to view a report, and how to edit the report. And of course, at the end of this, another assessment as well. This is the assessment that I gone through for the second part. So basically, the assessment. Oh yeah, by the way, the assessment need to be at least 80% to pass this. For every, I mean, the overall certification. If you don't pass 80 out of 100, you cannot go to the next stage basically. Um, and then the third part of the certification is build your first report. So this is where we start to connect the data. Um, this is the data set. Yeah, basically how to connect your data connect your data means there we will connect our data into a data source. You can connect to other, you could either have use your own data, or you can use a third party data from other website. And basically this is the create a new report, adding charts, configure report control, and how to share with other people. And lastly, the fourth stage of the certification is the basic of data visualization. So in the nutshell, for the fourth part of the certification is just telling us, for example, like the principle of visual design, who is our audience and why they invested in this analytics, and what they already need to know, what they do need to know, and how the information is intended to drive action. And of course, we need to use and they also show us some visualization. I mean, some how oh sorry about, for example, like bar chart and statistic. What For a certain data we need to use a certain visualization. If you want to see the growth of the company, you could use, for example, the statistic. Sorry, if you want to use, for example, if you want to see, okay, I just give an example. For example, like world population. So if you have like the data for the world population, you want to see which country have the most population. So one of the suitable data visualization that you can use is the geo map. So the geo map, you will have the world map, and of course it will have the biggest circle for a country. For example, China have the largest population, so it have a bigger portion. And of course, if you want to use pie chart, for example, you can you want to, for example, you want to compare sales. You sell some shoes, and then you want to see which kind of product sells the most. For example, if you sell Adidas, Nike, and so on, and then you can see that Nike forms the majority of the sales by comprising 43% of the sales, for example. So let's conclude the report. The certification program. After finishing some of the certification, after finishing all the tests, we were given this the certificate. So this is my certificate for the Data Studio, and I will link together with this video. Basically, yeah, I will link together with this video. So just in addition, I will show you to Sir Missouri. I will also show you what I understand about this Data Studio by doing some basic data visualization lah, using what I understand. And of course, I still need more practice, but with the certification, I got some basics about how to visualize a data. So let's go. Data, basically just data visualization. Data Studio. Data Studio. Alright. So this is it, the official website. So yeah, I use my personal account for this one, which is Jack Joe. Sorry about that. But I already registered under my personal email for this. So let's go through. So basically, if you want to create a data, simply just create a new one, and then choose report. And after that, this is basically where we connect the data. We have Google Analytics, Google Ads, basically a lot of data to connect with. And since we can also upload our own file, for example, I had download a data from Kaggle. So I will take this one, which is population by country. So it will process now. All right, and then after that, simply just add the data to the data studio and add the report. So it will go something like this, and then we can change the filter. This is the how we manipulate. For example, I want to see the population of this country. So I will go to filter and choose population. So as we can see here, we have the top 8, and then of course they have 235, but I will only choose 10. So up until the population of 2020, this is the top 10 most populated country. And if I want to add more type, which is I will simply just copy and paste more type, meaning from here like this, and then I simply just manipulate another type. So the next one I want to use is let me see over here, the density. So this is the density per kilometer square for this data. So we have two different set of data. One is the population and one is the population density. So if we want to add like a visualization, we can add add a chart. So for this one, I believe for the first data, since I want to see which country have the most population, I will choose the geo map. I believe that's geochart. Sorry, geochart. That's the most suitable one. So here we can see this is the color over here. We can the brighter the color, the more population in that country. So we can see from this data that the population is concentrated in Asia, mainly in China and India. And we can also edit this. If you want to, for example, go to style. If you want to change the color, you can change into like white or red. Let's try green then. Yeah, but I think white is better. All right. And then after that, I can also add text. For example, here. So I will add. Wait, I need to put down this mic first. I will type now. Population. Concentration. Wait, how to spell this? Concentration map. Something like that. If you want to add text. So that's how to label. All right. And then the next one, I want to see this is the density. So and then simply, if you want to add the chart for the density, just simply click the data with the second data and add the chart. So for this one, I believe I want to go with I will go with time series. Which one is the thing? The pie chart or the let's go with the scatter. Let's try with the scatter. So as you can see here, the population and the density. Right, this one is not suitable. So I believe um, the best one to illustrate this, yeah, column. Let's just try column. All right. So we can see here from this bar chart, um, from left to right, this is the most densely populated country on the world per kilometer square. We can see the most densely populated is Monaco, Singapore, and Gibraltar per square kilometer. And of course, we can manipulate the data as well over here. And then we can here, if you want to filter, and then as usual, the style of the data, if you want to change, but I think I will leave it just as it is because it's already clear. So this is the basics. And then if you want, so it's autosave. So basically I don't need to press save like Microsoft Word or anything. Even if you exit, it will autosave. And then you can simply, if you need the report right away, you can download as PDF. So this is if you want to add extra layer of protection. For example, like this one, you need a password to open the report, but I don't really need all of this. I don't need to ignore this custom background or add to link to the report. I don't need any of that. I just, for example, if I want a report now, I could just download. So now it's preparing the PDF. Alright, so now I simply just open the PDF and view basically. So this is the simple report that I got from just now. All right, so it's very so far it's this data visualization tool is user friendly, is easy to navigate, and of course I need to practice more, but it's very user friendly. So if you want to go back to the main menu, you simply just go back basically. Oh yeah, here you can share as well. You can invite people, you can download the report here, and you can make a copy. You can, if you want to delete, you can refresh everything. If you want to go back, you can simply just go back and your report will be here. Oh yeah, this is the report that I created just now. It's auto saved, so I will just rename this into world. Wait, it's hard to type with one hand. World population. All right, so this is the where's it gone? Yeah, the name is already saved, world population. So we simply go back. Yeah, need to refresh basically. So, and then after that, you could also share. So this is the basically giving the credential that I talked on my first presentation. I mean the first part of the certification. You can manage the access. This is the access. So for now, this report is not available to the public. I will just, since the link is off, but if you turn on the link and anyone can view, people can use this link and trace my data, my report. Yeah. And then if you want to add people, you can put for example, if you work with someone, you can add your colleague's name or your friends or your business partner to invite them to see the report. And the people that you give access, they can edit, or you can give them the access to edit or just view. So, and then this is, oh yeah, and one more, the template. There is the template as well. So if you want to create a report, there's a lot of template that you can use. And then, for example, like this, let's go through one. For example, the YouTube data sample report. If you have your, for example, YouTube channel, you can use your own data. For example, if you have your own channel, you simply just copy the report, and then after that you pretty much just add data from here. For example, YouTube analytic from your own YouTube channel, but since I don't have any YouTube channel, I don't have the data. And then you can simply just use it, and then your work will be instant. The one that I do just now is manual, but of course they make your life easy. The Google, sorry, the Google Data Studio also provide a lot of template, not only for YouTube but also for other things like marketing. And for example, this one is PPC, Google Merchandise Store. So if you want to create a report based on this template, that will be faster. One faster, and then second, of course, it's professionally made. But if you're creative, of course, you can do like I did just now. Pretty much just create a new create a new report. Sorry. So that's it. That's all my presentation. I hope that my presentation is clear and clear and complete. That's all for me. Thank you so much, sir.